Every day, we come into contact with chemicals in the air, water, food, and products we use. But how many of these chemicals are actually harmful? What happens when we are exposed to toxic chemicals and how does it affect our health? In this video, we will talk a deep dive into the dangers of toxic chemical exposure, how it happens, and most importantly, how you can protect yourself and your loved ones. What you will learn, what toxic chemicals are, and where we encounter them, the health risk associated with exposure to these chemicals, how to identify toxic chemical in our environment, the long term effect of chemical exposure on your health, practical a step to minimize your exposure to harmful chemicals. Stay tuned as we cover everything you need to know about toxic chemicals and how you can safeguard your health. What are toxic chemicals? Toxic chemicals are substances that can cause harmful effects on the body, including poisoning, illness, and even long term disease like cancer, neurological disorder, or reproductive problem. These chemicals can enter the body through inhalation, skin contact, or in ingestion. Common source of toxic chemicals. First is air pollution. We breathe in chemicals like carbon monoxide, formaldehyde, and particulate matters from car exhausts and industrial emissions. Water contamination. Chemicals like lead, pesticide, and pharmaceuticals often contaminated our drinking water. Household products, from cleaning supplies to personal care products, toxic substances like phthalates, parabens, and tricholenes are commonly found in our homes. Food contamination. Pesticide and food additive are a hidden source of chemical exposure. Additionally, heavy metal like mercury can be found in fish and other food. Health risk associated with toxic chemicals. Short-term health effect. Toxic chemical can cause immediate effect like nausea, dizziness, headache, skin rashes, and respiratory issue. These symptoms can occur when we are exposed to high level of chemicals like during a spill or accident. Long-term health effect. Continuous exposure to toxic chemicals can lead to chronic health problems like respiratory disease, cancer, and neurological disorder. For example, long-term exposure to asbestos can cause lung cancer or mesothelioma. Chemicals like benzene have been linked to leukemia, while phthalates and PCBs are associated with hormonal disruption and development tissue in children. Vulnerable pollution. Children, pregnant women, and the elderly are more vulnerable to the harmful effect of toxic chemicals. For instance, exposure to lead in young children can cause development delay and learning disability. How toxic chemicals enter the body. Inhalation. Breathing in toxic chemical is one of the most common way we are exposed. Air pollution, industrial chemicals, and fumes from household product can enter the body through the lungs, affecting the respiratory system and leading to disease like asthma and lung cancer. We also ingest toxic chemical through food and water. Contaminated like pesticide and heavy metal can enter the body through the digestive system, leading to poisoning and long-term health conditions. Skin absorbents. Toxic chemicals can be absorbed through the skin, particularly through personal care product, cleaning agent, or direct contact with hazardous material. This is how cosmetic like nail polish or lotions can expose you to chemical like parabens and phthalates. Example: one notorious example is glyphosate, the active ingredients in many weed killers, which has been linked to cancer and is often absorbed through a skin contact or ignitions. Long term effects of chemical exposure. First is chronic disease. Prolonged exposure to toxic chemical can result in conditions like cancer, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and autoimmune disorder. These conditions can take years, sometimes decades, to develop. And neurological damage. Chemical like lead and pesticide can affect the nervous system, causing memory loss, depression, and cognitive decline. In extreme case, these toxins can lead to conditions like Parkinson's disease and Alzheimer's disease. Reproductive and development effect. Certain chemicals, including phthalates and biphenyl A (BPA), can interface with hormones production, leading to infertility, birth defect, and development issue in child. How to protect yourself from toxic chemicals. Avoid harmful product. Use non-toxic cleaning product and personal care item. Choose items that are PBA free, paraben free, and phthalate free. Reduce exposure to pollution. Improve air quality in your home by using air purifier and choosing low VOC paints. Avoid smoking and limit your exposure to outdoor air pollution. Check your food and water. Be mindful of food source. Buy organic produce to reduce pesticide exposure and ensure your drinking water is free from contaminated by using filters or drinking purified water. Stay informed and advocate for change. Support policy that regulate the use of toxic chemicals and hold companies accountable for using hazardous substance in products. Educate yourself about the chemicals in your environment and advocate for safer alternative. Toxic chemicals are a hidden threat in our everyday life, affecting our health in way we often don't see until it is too late. But by being proactive, informed, and making a smaller change, we can significantly reduce our exposure and protect ourselves and our families. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more information on health and safety. Have question you or experience to share? Leave a comment below and I will get back to you. Thanks for watching and stay safe.